In the army, Mulan proved to be a brave soldier. In the army, Mulan showed and proved to be a brave soldier in time. She was put in charge of other soldiers. What a great. Even though she was a small girl and a teenage girl, and she proved that she is a strong and brave soldier. Her battles went so well. At the same time, the luckiest time was her hand was dancing upon her. As for me, her battles went so well that she was put in charge of more soldiers. Wow, she became a leader. Okay, her battles kept on going well. At the same time, all the battles she won. After a few years, Mulan was given the top job. Wow, she would be a general of the entire army. What a great joy while hearing such a news. Okay, and she became a general of the entire army. So it is impossible one thing, yeah, because even though she was a teenage girl, how could we worked here, yeah. So we too, dears, also we should have the courageous and boldness and the brave as Mulan. Okay, so each and everyone should be as a each and everyone in this world should be a Mulan now these days, especially in this time, the crisis time. Okay, during the crisis. Okay, fine. So no long after that, a very bad fever. What is a unlucky time for her? Okay, so in this paragraph, it is a great luckiest time to her as for me. So no, not long after that, a very bad fever swept through the army. The entire army was affected by a fever or malaria something. Many soldiers were sick, and Mulan, the general of the army, became sick. The general of the army. Who is the general of the army? The Mulan also was affected by fever, so became sick too. She was also caught and sick. Okay, too. When the doctor came out of Mulan's tent. Now, so the general was affected by the fever. The doctor heard the news and went into the Mulan's tent. Tent means that hut. Okay, when the doctor came, when the doctor came out of Mulan's tent, where the Mulan stayed, the house, small little house. That means what is a hut. He knew the truth. The doctor knew the truth. Who was the Mulan? Mulan is a female. So the doctor found like that. The general is a woman. Yelled the soldiers. The soldiers shouted. So general is a woman. How can this be? Oh, some called out. She tricked us. That means he cheated us. So many soldiers yelled means shouted loudly that. So our general manager is a woman. So such a general manager cheated our army. So we will not fight for a woman. So the soldier says that we would not fight with her. They said, punish her. Some soldiers yelled and shouted to be Mulan should be punished. So make her pay. The cost is for her to die. So all the one says like that. They especially some soldiers are shouting like this, that they should die. Okay, and Mulan should be killed by them. But others called out in voices just as loud with Mulan we win every battle. Wow, what the great soldiers are in there. So in this world we can say, when we the good things, even some people are doing the good things for the people, they will say they will not accept that. But some people are good to accept that one. They said, stay away from our general. Stay away from our general. Just then a soldier ran up. So while the complicated situation, while the crisis is going on among the soldiers, just then a soldier, at the time of talking like that, at the time of against to Mulan, a soldier ran up. Everyone he called, a surprise attack is coming. So that time the God is with Mulan. Okay, so he called a surprise attack is coming. Mulan heard this from inside her tent. Okay, Mulan staying her tent. At the same time, a soldier was shouting like that a surprise attack was coming. So this news was heard by Mulan. So immediately Mulan, she got dressed and went outside, and she was not yet strong, but stood all in front of all. And even though she was affected by fever, a bad fever, after hearing such a news from a soldier, she got dressed and immediately went outside. Even though she was not strong, she stood tall. Okay, and tall. She told the soldiers where they must go to hide, so they could attack when the enemy came, but they must get there fast. The soldiers, even those who did not like that their general was a woman, could tell that Mulan knew what she was talking about. Okay, so all the soldiers obeyed her words, even though she was a even their general was a woman. Okay, no one worried about that. Okay, but they must get the fast, and they Mulan ordered the soldier to hide some places so that they would attack the enemy. Okay, what a beautiful girl. Okay, fine. They and intelligent girl. They must get the soldiers, even those who did not like their general was a woman, could tell that Mulan knew that what was she was talking about. It worked. The battle was won. It was such a big victory that the enemy gave up. Finally, the battle, the Mulan party, the Mulan soldiers and the Mulan army won. That the enemies was defeated by Mulan, and the enemy gave up. At last, the war was over and China was saved. You can be sure that after the last battle, so this was the last battle, and she succeeded and she got more success, and no one cared anymore that Mulan was a woman. So in that big battle and a big victory gave her a good name. Okay, see the next video.